Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 15 of Quarter Life Questions. It is New Year's Day, 1st of January 2024. This is just a quick episode. I'm back in Ireland. I've been home for Christmas, here for another 4 or 5 days, and I'm going to just talk about what's going on. So, obviously the end of one year. So this year was 2023 was quite a different one for me. So back in January, I went back to car sales after taking a year break. I was doing car sales for like 5 years, took a year break, went back to car sales in Paul O'Connor Cars, stayed there until October-ish, and then in October moved to Dubai, started in real estate, and I've been working over there since. These videos haven't been as consistent since I've been over there, but I was settling in, trying to manage my time, trying to get better at managing my time, which I'm going to talk about a little bit on this episode too. So before I start, if you can please hit the like button, hit the notification button, leave a comment down below, whatever, and subscribe. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers. We wanted 1,000 subscribers by today. We didn't do that, so I'm going to keep pushing on. So I'm a bit sick, a bit congested. I think a lot of people are sick at the moment. I've come home for Christmas. I was a bit nervous about coming home for Christmas, I just started to settle into Dubai, so I didn't really want to remove myself from it. But also, I didn't really want to miss Christmas with my family either. Ended up getting quite sick once I came back. So I've had a virus pretty much all of Christmas, which hasn't been ideal. So I haven't got to do everything I'd planned to do, but I got to spend a lot of time with my family, which is good. I probably have been home for too long. Nothing against any of my family members, but I feel like I've been out of work for too long. So like it will be 2 weeks by the time I get back, and it just feels like for me, I'm a creature of habit, and I like to be in routine. And when I'm not in routine is when I do my worst work. And at the moment, I can't work, obviously because I'm here. So I do think in the future I know not to take so long off, but that's neither here nor there. I have a lot of plans for 2024. I have a lot of things that I want to fix. I'm happy I moved to Dubai in October because I got to settle in. I got to settle into my job. I got to settle into the city, and I got to find a permanent place to live. So when I go back in January now, it'll be what do you call it? Like a clean sweep? No, I don't know what you call it. Basically, I'm going to be able to go straight into work. And I want to manage some things like jiu-jitsu. I haven't been training at all. I got my blue belt back in September. And I basically stopped training then. I think I've trained twice since then. Actually, tonight, I think there might be training on in Clonmel tonight. I don't have a car, but I've texted one of the lads if he's going. I'm going to see can I get a lift off him. If not, I will try to get up there during the week. Just to humble me a bit, but also I think it will make me feel a bit better as well, because I've just come out of the sickness, so I'm kind of feeling very sluggish and very kind of just, the weather here in Ireland has been pretty shit since I come back. And one thing I want to talk about, so since I come back, I'm not going to make this a shitting on Ireland episode, but I feel very grateful to be have the opportunity and to have chosen to move to Dubai from coming back here. And one big thing is the weather, but also I feel like the opportunity, especially in a town like Clonmel, is a bit limited. And I know it's a bad mindset to have, but I do think there's not a lot going on here, and what was that? Anyway, sorry. And I do think leaving was a good idea. Where you go obviously depends whether it's going to suit you or not. I don't think everyone would suit Dubai, and I don't think everyone would suit like Vancouver or Sydney or London or wherever you go. And some people do, they will do their best here in Ireland. And I do think, you need to find out what suits you. I think if you remember back in the previous episodes, I talked about not knowing whether I was doing the right thing leaving, or whether going somewhere else was the right move for me. Luckily now, I think I've learned it is. And coming back home, it's kind of just reassured myself, because I'm missing it, and I keep saying that I want to go, like I'm looking forward to going back home, referring to Dubai, which I think is a good subconscious sign. I want to talk a little bit about this channel too, because my own biggest flaw is when I lose consistency, I lose it completely. And when I am consistent with something, I tend to do quite well at it, and it tends to go quite well for me. no matter what it is. But once I lose that consistency and once I let it slip, it just goes to shit. And that's what happened like with these episodes. I did like 13 of them in a row, just bang out 13 weeks in a row. Unbelievable. Then I just let it slip once, and then I let it slip twice, and then all of a sudden then I've done 2 episodes in 3 months, which is terrible. So one thing I want to get back into now in the new year, not this whole new year, new me bullshit, but consistency is what I want to get into. And that's in everything. I want to be consistent in work, consistent in these videos, consistent in exercise, consistent in how I eat, consistent in just socializing. I'm obviously in a new city. I've made some really great new friends. I want to make more new friends. I want to make basically like make a new family over in Dubai. Not a new family, but you know what I mean. Like I want to have like a close knit crew, and all these things you have to be consistent with and learn how to manage your time with better. So I think when the first 3 months I spent in Dubai, I spent a lot of time working, which I think is great, and I'm not going to actually stop doing that. But it's about managing your working time. So like I was doing, let's say, 12 hours a day, which is great, but what I've been thinking about was like, okay, can I bring that down to 10 hours a day so I can implement back in jiu-jitsu, but do the same amount of work? Because how much of work am I scrolling on my phone, which I'm a terror for? Am I chatting to people? Am I just not doing the absolute most I can do within them working hours, in order to actually work back into like training and stuff like that? Because it is good for your head and it's good for your body to be training consistently. Especially I find with jiu-jitsu was some of the best work for me, mentally and physically. So I do need to get back into it really badly. And I think that's something you need to focus on. Well, not you, obviously, because I don't know you, but I think everyone should be focusing on having the correct amount of balance. And I think a lot of people try to focus on not working. They're the least amount of work. I think it's a bad way to look at it. I think you should be working a lot, but you need to be able to balance work, fun, exercise, family time, or whatever it is, time with your relationship time or whatever it might be. I'm a little bit tired and a little bit drained. I actually just woke up from a nap, so sorry if this is a little bit repeaty and draggy, but you get the gist of it. I really believe that what I need to be the best version of myself is to be like strict, disciplined, and consistent. Which sounds kind of boring, but I think I'm 27 years old this year. I probably it's time to be a little bit more boring with the way I do things in order to achieve all the things I want to achieve. Because I thought I'd be a lot further by now. 26 years old. I think when I was 20 and I thought about a 26-year-old, I thought my life would be very different, which it isn't. And not that it's that bad a thing, do you know what I mean? You can be just wrong when you're young, but I do think it's something that in order to get where I need to be, discipline, consistency are 2 things I really need to work on, because I know that's when I work best. Routine, getting up on time, make sure I'm eating okay, make sure I'm sleeping well, make sure I'm living in a situation I'm happy in, and once I have all those things right, everything else should fall into place. In work, some goals for work: I hope to move into sales. So at the moment I'm in leasing properties. I hope to in 2024 to be able to move into sales and have sold my first property in Dubai next year. So that's one of my main goals. I have some monetary goals and I have some personal goals that I want to hit too. But usually every year I'll write out like 10 goals, and I usually hit them because I usually write out kind of small goals, and not all small ones, but I usually write ones that I can kind of knock off the list. I'm not really going down that route this year. I've only two or three goals, but they're big enough goals and they're things I want to get done. And there's no point in me writing be more consistent, because I know I need to do that if I'm gonna have a chance at hitting these goals. But one thing is this channel, I don't want to let it slip. I've been really good, really consistent on TikTok, and what I think with TikTok is you see the results a lot quicker. So I've like just under 4,500 followers on TikTok, built up since August. So that's in like 4 months. So it's like 1,000 followers a month. We've had this channel for 3 years. We don't even have 1,000 subscribers on it, and it's just it's the beauty of the algorithm, I guess, and just the way it works. but it's also consistency. I'm doing 4 or 5 videos a week on TikTok, and then I was doing one a week on this. Now, to be fair, there's a lot more time and effort goes into these videos, even whatever about recording it, but getting it off my phone onto a computer takes ages. Editing it, which I do very little of anyway, and then uploading it and thumbnails, all that kind of stuff, just takes longer. But I do think they're good, and people seem to enjoy them for the most part. So hopefully I can just be more consistent with that as well. Another thing I want to do in 2024 is start to collaborate with more people, YouTube and TikTok wise. I'm not like out here trying to become an influencer, but I do think personal brand is extremely important in any business you're in. And I do think in a city like Dubai, having a personal brand, especially in a real estate background, will stand up a lot to me, and I've seen it stand to me already a little bit. And my personal brand is very, very small. So it is something I'm going to keep continuing to work on, and also try to collaborate more on. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just kind of wanted to get this video done because it's the first day of the year. I wanted to start the year off strong. As I said, I'm still a little bit sick, so I haven't really done much the last 10 days or so since I've come back. Hopefully I'll get in maybe a bit of jiu-jitsu, which will be my first bit of jiu-jitsu since October, which will be a tough, even the thoughts of it, I'm dreading it. But anyway, we'll try to get that in as well if I can this month or this week, and head back to Dubai at the end of the week and back to work Monday. And yeah, we'll try to keep these videos consistent weekly if we can at all. Sam's last few videos have absolutely smashed it. He's still over in Asia. He did a video on Bali. If you missed it, it's doing really, really well at the moment. It's over 1,000 views, and he had one in Singapore, which is close to 1,000 views as well. So if you haven't been watching Sam's vlogs, please do that. Also, if you missed it, I was on Connor Sunderland's podcast a few weeks ago. Really good episode as well. You can find that if you just search Connor Sunderland and Gino Forte or something like that. It should come up. It was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. Really high production quality, and he's had some amazing guests on since, like Rob Lipsett, James Smith, Adam Power, some really interesting guys. So yeah, guys, thank you all so much. Hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I wish you all a very prosperous new year, and hopefully you'll be seeing more of me in these videos weekly, and I'll have more energy and won't be as ill in the next one. So thank you all so much. Like, subscribe, comment, notification bell. Follow me on Instagram, Gino Forte 97. Follow me on TikTok, Gino Forte. Yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much. Bye bye.